Hello, everyone. Today, I am inviting Guglielmo Poli. Hello, Guglielmo.
Hello, Caroline. Thank you very much for the invitation.
So I am a, I am a certified practitioner of Reconnective Healing and the Reconnection, and I am also an international instructor of the Reconnective Healing and the personal reconnection. And you, you are my director, the director of Reconnective Academy International, and also the director of the Reconnection. But who are you? Please tell us.
This is a very good question, Caroline. This is a fantastic question that it's really, if you know who you are, this is unblocking for you so many doors, so many doors. Who am I? This is a very good question because it's the most difficult question that you can do to someone. Because every one of us, we can describe the perception of ourselves. Maybe I can tell you that after my personal reconnection, for example, I'm much more decisive, so I can catch my decision easier and quicker than before. I can absolutely tell you that I am much more focused on my goals. I can tell you that I am a magnet of every kind of situation is making me evolving. I can tell you that is changed my wellness, health, that changed my mental clarity. So I can tell you a lot of details, but these details are like I'm watching myself externally, like the third observer. This is interesting because telling who you are, even if you are telling just your name, Guglielmo, doesn't mean anything, because Guglielmo is, your present name that your parents gave you when you were born, right? And there is nothing else than a name. It's a tag, okay? Useful, to call yourself and be called by the others in the humans' duality interactions. Who I am. We can discuss about the titles, director of the academy, practitioner like you, etc., and instructor. This is the most beautiful part of the job, observing how the people is changing at the training programs. But of course, you are not even your title, because a title is just a title in this society. If really something is happening politically or geologically into the world, and we are returning back, to the zero, the title is zero. Your name is zero, okay? Even your state, like I can tell yourself, oh, I have blue eyes, I have, brown, red, blonde beard, I am tall 186 centimeters. Even this is not counting a lot, okay? Because our body is just, these guys, this vehicle that we are using here in the three-dimensional space to do this experience of duality, of polarity, of being thinking to be something different in comparison of what we are in truth. So if your question is who you are in truth, I have my theories, but I can't tell you something like the truth, okay? Because the theory that I like best is that I am a part, just a little spark of the one that, because was not able to recognize himself because he was one, so was not possible for him the observation on himself of all his qualities and all his characteristics, etc., decided to create the duality, the two, to have a mirror. So I can tell Caroline who I am. I'm you. I am every one of the people that they are in listening or watching in this moment. I am all the human beings and maybe also non-human beings into this planet and in this galaxy and in this universe and maybe in the multiverse. Okay. It's interesting. I'm reading, I just bought a couple of days ago, the last book of Carlo Rovelli, that is a very important theoretical physics. He worked a lot in the University of Avignon and in Marseille. And now he's in Canada and he's an Italian expert. He's speaking about the white holes. We are normally, used to think about the black holes that are absorbing everything, where the gravity it's so high that is blocking the time and is blocking the and it's curving the space also. White holes, what is present at the end of the horizon of the black hole. And this is a very interesting theory. So we can be black and white holes at the same time. We can be, magnets to attract what we are into and express what we are into, okay, at the same moment. It's very interesting because we are never thinking with the mind about who we are. And actually, just few minutes ago, because I was thinking to speak about reconnective healing, the reconnection, the difference, and all the things that we are doing during all the presentations. And you said to me, well, I want that you are speaking about who are you. So it was not prepared anything. Really, you pushed me to a position not just of self-observation, but self-observation of the idea that I have of the universe, because actually we are the universe, all of us. We are part of this infinite consciousness that is us, that is actually us. And if you're asking me why I'm so certain, it's because I'm having this kind of experience when I'm having my self-healings, okay? So in self-healing, when you are observing yourself, putting again the attention with the reconnective healing frequencies on yourself, what is happening to me is not strange registers like the eyes, like the fingers. I'm going into a deep meditation in which I am one with everything else. And this is one of the most beautiful, better experience that I really can wish for everyone. Okay. It's fantastic. And this is something that also our friends can very easily learn into the One Experience, into the Catalyst program. It's so easy that then it's becoming automatic, okay, for us having this kind of experiences. So who I am? I am this little spark, but it's holographic. So the wrong perspective that the philosophies, that the religions are telling you, that you are a little spark of God that is big. Big and small are not existing, actually, because the dimensions close to the black holes are also, changing the laws of what is big, what is small, etc. Because the universe is also a hologram, okay? And the all little pieces, they are containing inside the hologram the wholeness of the same hologram. This is very cool. This is very cool. And thank you for the question, because really trying to don't think about who I am and trying to just be and expressing it with words that they have to pass through my brain, and being, you know, organized in a certain way and in a language that is not my native language. So all the English speakers, sorry for my mistakes, but the most important thing is that you are catching the ideas, and I'm sure that you are doing, because I'm teaching all around the world in English. So
That's a
and
beautiful answer,
yeah, so
Guglielmo.
it is the thank you for the inspiration, Caroline, actually, because it is an inspiration that was missing a little to me today, because I was in the tempest, I was in the hurricane of the duality, because, you know, being writing and receiving emails, etc., etc. You know, my job, that
Yeah.
is not just job to teach Reconnective Healing. It's a job, you know, also like manager of all of that, was keeping me a little out of the consciousness. And thank you very much for the inspiration. I hope that this was what you expected. And if not, I hope that you liked the surprise.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you. I have another question. Are you ready?
Wait, because like me breath.
Okay. Today, what does it mean, love, for you?
Love. Love, I think it's the trick of the universe, okay, to make you, to push you to find yourself. As every one single person in this universe is also you, in the universal, let's say, love concept, and it's not just, you know, a man with woman, etc., etc. It's not just the partnership, and it's not just the relationship, but it's also in the relationship, because if you think, when you are having a love, I mean the couple relationship, you are finding parts of yourself in the other, and the other is finding himself in you. It's a reciprocal way. When you are having sex, it's the same thing. Okay, so you are connecting and you are being one with the sexual energy. That is just one subset of the energy, okay, of itself, of what is, okay, etc., etc. Love, if we have to observe um, with the concept that we already spoken about, is the desire of the universe to know himself. And this is creating the relationships between the human beings, and not just with the human beings. Okay, so even when you are in an argument with someone, is love, because it's permitting, you know, the one to know better himself, to observe himself in the duality, and then return to himself with another consciousness. And I think this is love. So when we are facilitating a session of reconnective healing, for example, and we are reminding to our practitioner, to our students, remind yourself that you are love. They don't have to fall in love with the person on the massage table. Or we will open, you know, an agency of meetings, and we are doing this something much more easy. Okay, absolutely not. They have to feel that they are the person on the massage table, even if they are, you know, stepping up few meters ago, moving the hands, and observing. Observing with love is observing, understanding that you are the person on the massage table. You are not just having empathy or wanting something for the person. It can be healing, abundance, etc. It's much more big, it's much more great than the concept that we have normally.
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful other question. So in your body, where your breath is, we used to say that there is love too, with the in the thorax, you know, and how it is for you, this.
So there is an interesting, you know that I'm also a very interested reader of the sacred books and of the old traditions. So when you are speaking me about this breath that is the life of a person, it makes me remember the concept of ruach. Ruach is the Jewish Hebrew word for the breath, but it's not just the breath, it's the breath of the life that God is gifting you, okay, because you are just material. This is the spirit. If you know ancient Greek and Latin, okay, and you know that the concept of spirit, okay, it's the wind, it's, you know, the movement, that something that there is no present and then is present, and even if it's invisible, is moving something. For many, many years in the philosophy and also in the religions, they called spirit the soul, okay, that were two very different things actually. Okay, the spirit is the life, the soul is the part of the universe that we've spoken about. And of course, the soul is bringing the spirit. So where is the breath? We are used to connect it with the air that is coming inside your nose and expanding the lungs and oxygen our life. Of course, this is a beautiful metaphor, but actually the spirit, this breath, it's your curiosity about who you are, because this is the life. Is this curiosity that is making you living, and living consciously, it's giving you the gift to be aware that you are curious about it. Living unconsciously is making you doing automatic things that maybe the society of today really want to push you to do in an automatic way, in a very robot style, okay? But it's still present. Also the experience to be without the spirit, also the experience to be like a robot, and this is what they want, that they are bringing us to this, okay, connected with a fucking cable and living in a virtual reality without a job, without eating healthy things. This is very clear that is happening, okay? For everyone is conscious of that. For everyone is unconscious. Oh, beautiful. It's the progress. Good. But in any case, it's bringing you to the evolution. And evolution is knowing more and more parts of yourself. So remember to breathe when something is happening around you, because this will bring you more clarity about what is happening around. And I know that is something different than what normally is said, but also the ego has a part in it. The resistance of the ego, okay, but an ego driven by the soul, managed by the soul, is permitting us to don't permit the others, okay, to put their boot on our face. I love actually the French people, because they have still this force that is coming from the revolution of the 1789, okay, that if something is not working in the country, they are going and they are making them understanding to the politics that is not working. And then sometimes they are having some success, sometimes not, because, you know, the political aggregators are too strong. But I love the French spirit because it's very active.
Thank you. It's very interesting, your thoughts when you are speaking about it.
And I'm never telling that is the truth. It's just my
Yes.
opinion. You know that who is selling you the truth, I think, is the first liar.
Now, I was asking you this because when I came for the first time, my first program of Reconnective Healing, it was 10 years ago now. The first thing I felt was an enormous joy coming into my thorax, very amplifying the space, and really it was incredible because just before I was living the worst period of my life, the same in the same day, and it was so huge to feel that connected with reconnective healing frequencies. That's why I was asking you this.
You see, you asked me something from your perspective. I spoken about something totally different, but the two things are matching.
That's a beauty. Thank you.
It's interesting. This is
Yes,
interesting.
but I love that because we can see all our differences.
Yes.
So what do you want to say to end this interview, Guglielmo?
What I want to say, you know, to the people that there are critical times, that are times in which a jump of consciousness is needed, actually. Okay, a transformation of our life. It's not just one. Let's say, not just one desire. It's really a very deep, how can I say, responsibility that we have, all of us, all around the world. So my suggestion is really quickly having your decisions for your life, having your decisions in your job, in your relationship, etc. And maybe also one of your decisions can be, you know, to start to interact with the Reconnective Healing, with a session, with a reconnection, coming to the training programs. We have in Bordeaux, the next training program in France. Okay, we have a training program in Montreal in French. Okay, so it's very important for all the people that they feel that something really is happening and they need not just an instrument, not just a tool, but really a deep understanding of who they are and what and why we are here and they are doing this experience. I really suggest to consider it, because to me was really a life changer, you know. And these words life changers, I know that they are very used in marketing, but it was true to me. I changed the whole life, and you know my story, and it was very visible and clear, this change. So that actually is not a change, it's a return to yourself, to the real yourself that is you, your essence, and this spark that is driving you in this human experience. So it's really modifying the quality also of your life, and this is a beautiful thing that I really suggest to everyone.
Thank you very much. Merci. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Caroline. So see you soon around the world, and really, I am so amazed always that we are doing this kind of interviews, because your questions are never, the same of the others, and they are bringing me again to bright again in this consciousness. So thank you very much for your excellent job around the world, excellent for being just you, bringing energy, light, and information, bringing reconnective healing in your beautiful way all around the world. So a deep thank you to you and all your beautiful team, because you created a beautiful French team, and
yes,
it is the future. Thank you very much, Caroline.
Thank you, Guglielmo. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.